I realized I was muted. I think we have quorum, so I think I will get us going. Okay, I will call this to order at 2:48 p.m. Okay. Starting with the territorial acknowledgement, we respectfully acknowledge that the SFSS is located on the traditional unceded territories of the Coast Salish peoples, including the Musqueam, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Coquitlam, and Katzie nations. Unceded means these territories have never been handed over, sold, or given up by these nations, and we're currently situated on occupied territories. Okay, moving on to quick roll call attendance, VP Internal.
Hi everyone, my pronouns are he, him. All my access needs are not quite met right now as I'm walking back towards the sub. However, I will be in person for the meeting in about 2.5 minutes. I am also with the VP Equity right now.
Sounds good, thank you. Okay. VP Finance.
Yeah, name Simmer, she, her pronouns, and all access needs are met.
Thank you. VP External.
Joel, he, him pronouns.
Thank you. VP Equity. I'll take Sam's comment as Chloe being present. VP Events. I don't think he's on that. Yeah. Said it'll be in 5 minutes. Okay. VP University is on LOA. Today's his birthday. OM.
Cindy, she, her pronouns, access needs are met.
Okay. Admin assistants.
Vanessa, pronouns she, her, and all needs.
Thank you.
And she, her, all my assistants.
Perfect. Thank you. And then myself, Emmanuel, EM is, and my access needs are met. Okay, consent agenda, be resolved to adopt the consent agenda by unanimous consent. It's just the exec meeting from last time. I don't see the LOA, so I'm gonna assume we already did it for the VP UAA. So I'll just leave that out because yeah. But are there any changes to this or amendments? Okay, seeing none, I will seek unanimous consent. If you wish to abstain or dissent, please signify. Seeing none, that is carried unanimously. Moving on to the adoption of the agenda, be resolved to adopt the agenda as presented. I move. I need a seconder. Internal. Yep. Floor is open for list and amendments. I see a list from Simmer, discussion item. Oh, I'm guessing you move. I second. Anyone opposed? Seeing none.
Sorry, just a question. Would that be in camera?
Yes, that's what I was going to
Oh.
It should be in camera.
Sure. I guess you friendly amendment to change that to in camera. I'm guessing you still move. So let that friendly amendment to read in camera for counselor's work report.
Okay.
I guess you move. I second. Anyone opposed?
Yep.
Okay, that's carried unanimously. I have an amendment for an in-cam for clubs appeal. I move. I need a seconder. Internal.
Oh.
Too late. Internal seconds. Anyone opposed? Okay, that's carried unanimously. Let's go ahead. I have some.
Step away for a minute. The amendment I am wanting to add is a discussion item titled AGM updates. I move. Can I get a seconder?
Second.
Moved and seconded. We're just seeking
Which one? What was it?
AGM.
Okay, you took off one of mine. Okay. Anyone opposed? Okay, that's carried unanimously. I have an in camera for a kickoff. And then Sam, is that including prizes? No, for the discussion you amended.
No, I thought prizes would be in the prizes motion. Fine, we can discuss that with Mike.
Oh, okay, sure, that's fine. So yeah, I will have the in cam for kickoff and then in cam for um um for union meeting. And then I'll add a discussion item as well for work reports. Yeah, I think those are all for me. I move. I need a seconder.
Second.
Okay, anyone opposed? Okay, seeing none, those are carried unanimously. Any other amendments? If not, I will move on. Okay, be resolved to adopt the agenda as amended. I move. I need a seconder.
External.
External, seeking unanimous consent. If you wish to abstain or dissent, please signify. Seeing none, that's carried unanimously. Moving on to reports, management. Nothing. Executives, VP Finance.
Not many updates from FAST or student healthcare. Just prepping for the AGM on Wednesday and the reporting for that. I think I have to make like a slide or something. So just prepping that.
VP External.
Election just ended, 19th. There was a lot of meetings that were happening before that. I am moving into starting on new projects, reaching out to the new elected officials starting like this week, basically. So, if anybody needs help, I'm around. A little bit more capacity.
Okay. Okay, thank you. University is not there. VP Internal, we're on updates.
Updates this week. This has been a busy week for me. Catching up with academics, doing a lot of AGM prep, a lot of discussions around that. Been doing some tabling. Guys, we need to get more people on the tabling. If you know folks who want to help, volunteers, anyone, just like, we need more folks to do it.
Send to your what are they called? AVPs as well, if
Yeah.
they're able to.
We just have a lot more stuff we need to get done. A lot of stuff there. We just trying to promote it to more folks. We'll get some more videos out soon. I was actually supposed to meet my AVP at 3:30 today. I'll realize now I have to push that back, but should be making some more videos. What else is there from me? Prizes and stuff will be discussed at a later point. I've been receiving a number of questions around clubs and that kind of thing as well. So I'd send them through the appeal process. Did some hiring committee work as well for both management and the policy research coordinator position. So that is going well.
next week is the AGM. But AGM updates will be more later.
Thank you. VP Equity. Oh, sorry. You were the, okay.
Hiring committees. Black student support coordinator. management. Documents still gotta get those done. I made all of my projects on a list that I put on the board for other execs' convenience. I would encourage everybody to do the same, just so that we can know what we're all working on, help collaborate. I think it's just a better way of keeping each other updated with stuff that's going. But yeah.
Okay, thank you. Supposed to be VP events, but he just stepped out. So I will move on. On my end, there's been a lot of meetings since we last spoke. So of course, we had our staff meeting last week. I had an interview with Daily Ive, and then I met with a lot of students last week with various concerns that they had. And then been working on the management RN committee as well, trying to set up a EDI training for the RN committee with the SFU EDI office. So there's that. Exec committees, of course. Myself and VP Events also attended an event, the SFU's Diwali event, earlier this week. And then yesterday, myself and VP External attended the Vancouver Board of Trades event, where SFU's president, Joy Johnson, was the keynote speaker for the event. And they spoke about partnerships, university partnerships, and some current challenges that's facing the university. So housing was talked about, tuition fees was talked about, and then the recent immigration cap that the federal government recently announced was also a subject matter. And then I believe I also met, the executives also met with the university's executives. So that's Joy Johnson and her executive team earlier this week as well. And we spoke about some of our priorities for this year, which has been fairly consistent. And then the university also spoke about theirs. Some of them aligns with some of the things we're also pushing for. They're open to do a joint lobbying initiatives to Victoria at some point later this year, especially with the new government, or at least not knowing what that's going to look like. So there's also that. And then some usual SLO stuff with staff, and then signing checks and all of that stuff. And yeah, and that's about it. I will move on. Next is reports from HRP. We met today, and there's nothing new that this team doesn't know about already. So was mostly just updating HRP. And then we also finally, I guess, kind of formed our bargaining team for what's it called? Collective agreement negotiations. Actually, I was supposed to add a discussion item about that, but I will squeeze that in somewhere just to update people as per VP Equity's request earlier today. But with that said, I will move on to new business. And this is for Joel. Joel, do you mind reading your motion?
Sorry, just gotta unmute. Yeah, okay. So the motion is AVP appointment, whereas under R17 of council policies, VPs may appoint AVPs to assist in their duties of respective executive office. Whereas under R17 of council policies, nominations for position of AVP shall be ratified subject to approval of executive committee by majority vote. Whereas Arden English has been nominated by Joel Gulani to be AVP for external and community affairs for the year 2024-2025. We resolve that the exec committee appoint Arden English as the associate vice president, external and community affairs until April 30th, 2025.
Thank you. I'm guessing you move. I second. Floor is open for list and discussions.
I can make some comments.
Sure.
Arden has already attended the mayor's council event with me, the one that was where we gave the press briefing. He has insight into a lot of transit-related matters, but also on municipal governments. Was giving me advice on a few of those things. So I think he's a good asset to have on the team. And obviously we need more AVPs for AGM tabling, so.
Cool. Well, I will take that to a vote. Seeking unanimous consent on this one. If you wish to abstain or dissent, please signify. Okay, that is carried unanimously. Moving on to the next item. This is from VP Finance. Do you mind?
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's technically from internal, but I can read it out if you need me to.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay. Sorry, give me 1 sec. So it's about the annual general meeting budget allocation, whereas it's customary to provide raffle prizes to the SFSS membership during the annual general meeting to encourage membership turnout. Whereas it's also important to have an ASL interpreter at the AGM to accommodate for the accessibility needs of our members. Be it resolved that executives approve up to 3,000 for AGM prizes and an ASL interpreter from the designated AGM line item 81320.
Thank you. I'm guessing VP Finance moves. I second. Floor is open for list and discussions. I have a comment. So are we going with the interpreter? Because I'd suggested we just do the captions.
I think I saw that as well, and I was okay with the captions as well. But if we really feel like for accessibility, we do need an ASL interpreter, like we can look toward that as well.
How much the cost was? How much?
3,000.
7 something, right? Okay. Sam?
So the event is budgeted for $6,000. Last year we spent $3,000 on prizes. I was gonna amend if we went with that option to bring it up to 3,800, so we still spent 3,000 on prizes. But with the ASL interpreter, it's something we did before the pandemic. In the pandemic AGMs, it was, or specifically the last 2, right?
Last one we did.
Okay. Specifically just the last one we did it. Whereas phrases, it's like it looks worse if we don't have it. Because like we don't know if we'll have students who need the services of a ASL interpreter there, and we're aiming to present ourselves to all students.
Sure. Did we ask for accessibility needs on the form we put out?
Yes, we did, and that was rerouted to accessibility committee. I don't know if you received it.
It would just go to my Gmail.
It would go to the accessibility committee. Account.
The mail list, and no.
So we haven't received any accessibility. Then I don't think we need to spend $700+ on this.
Then we can,
On captioning or ASL?
ASL. Right.
Can I suggest replacing ASL with card captioning instead?
With what?
Card captioning, so like somebody typing the captions out instead, because that
Sounds
usually works.
no, sorry.
Cindy?
That's what we were gonna do, would have been ASL or the card. So we're talking about the same thing here, and the rate would be the same.
Yeah, but card captioning is same. Like that's what.
DNA uses it. So,
Yeah.
so is it the same price for
Yeah,
card
same
captioning for the AGM?
I would argue that card captioning is more accessible.
Correct.
I'd agree that I think we should spend the money for card captioning, because like with a regular one, there's also incorrect a lot, because it's like just AI.
No, I totally agree with that. It was just the ASL I was talking about.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
so we can amend ASL to say that.
We can make that friendly amendment. So I'm gonna move to like strike off everywhere it says ASL and replace it with card captioning. Actually, sorry, strike off ASL interpreter and replace with card caption. Okay. Other than that, is that good to go? Any other comments on this one?
Yes. People had
Oh, right, this
questions-
is where you wanted to talk about
people had
prizes.
questions
Yeah.
about prizes, as well as whether or not do we want to approve $3,000 in prizes or $2,000 in prizes and captioning, because that would be 2,200 for prizes.
But we have $6,000.
Yes, I'd go up to, so we spend 3,000 on prizes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because we can, I think the problem was we can't approve everything we need because there's a 3,000 cap on exec.
There's a 5,000 cap except within bylaw, it's 5,000. Yeah, within bylaw, it says 5K.
Okay, so then let's just change that instead of 3K and put up to 5,000 so that we could accommodate both the captioning and whatever we end up spending for prizes.
I'd want to still keep a $3,000 limit on prizes. I don't think we need more than $3,000 for the prizes, and I'd rather not spend an insane amount if we don't need to go more than 3K.
Well, I wasn't suggesting you go above 3K, but I wanted to accommodate for whatever the total for the caption is gonna cost. So maybe 4,000 or yeah, that's what I was trying to accommodate for.
I think, wasn't it in the original motion that 3,000 covers both the prizes and the ASL interpreter?
With the way that the motion had been written, last year we'd approved $3,000 for prizes alone. I wanted to return to that level.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so I'm gonna strike off $3,000 from the be it resolved line and replace that with 4,000. But are we sure the prices are gonna be 3,000 flat? Because I wanted to be on the safe side.
Spend a bit more.
Right.
We're spending $3,000 on this. This isn't a small expense. I'd rather cap it at 3K, and because what I've been planning to do was we give our general guidelines of what we want to be purchased, specific items for some stuff, and then gift cards for the rest, and say spend up to this amount. Don't spend any more, and then there'll still be some room within the gift cards to see how things get spent, and given we don't have any big, large items on the agenda for the meeting, and there's still a likelihood that it might not hit quorum based on our attendance and sign-up numbers so far, I'd rather not approve any more than we spent last year on it.
Sure.
In fact, see potentially lowering it a bit if we're looking at, well, no, because we want to still try to reach quorum and use prizes more in our advertising for the final couple days. But I wouldn't go above it, so it doesn't seem like if it doesn't hit quorum, we haven't signed for the same amount.
Sure, that's fine. 4,000 is fine. Yeah.
We could also list it up to 3,000 for prizes and then 1,000 for captioning.
We could just give that direction to staff. Yeah. Okay, if there's no more comment, I'll take this to a vote. Seeking on,
We still need to finish that amendment, and then I wanted to talk about what the prizes actually were.
oh, okay, I already made the amendment to the 3,000,
Okay.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah. It was a friendly amendment. Yeah.
So it was in my email. Do you have the prizes list? So what had happened with some of the prizes is that there were pieces that were brought up within the members meeting planning committee. They'd suggested things like seeing if we could get like, I don't know, a $500 gift card for tuition or something like that kind of piece, which didn't end up panning out. What did end up panning out was being able to purchase gift cards within dining dollars, which allows purchases within any of the SFU systems.
Correct.
So it allows for gift cards to be spent anywhere from the dining hall to Starbucks, and allows us to purchase that and then easier. So there was a strong intent from the committee to purchase gift cards within dining dollars. So that will be something that is there right now. The list of gift cards based on what we discussed.
I don't know. Huh? But yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay, so right now the list is in gift cards. There's 6 gift cards for $50 each for dining dollars, a Visa gift card of $250, Sony headphones for $500, Best Buy gift card for $250, Amazon gift card for $250, Lululemon gift card for $300, Sephora gift card for $300, and then Apple Air Max headphones for $625 to $850. Within that's missing our one of the pieces that have been discussed and advertised, which was iPads.
So all of that totals to 3,000?
We're moving some of those to accommodate for that.
Out of question first, could exec one?
No member of the board of directors or staff.
Anyways, I think that's unfair, but okay. Second question. Second real question. I think you mentioned places like Sephora or Best Buy, like 300.
Yeah.
Are those like more than one gift cards or just one flat? Because I think that should be split up so that more students have a chance to win something. If that makes sense.
Don't think we should be giving
Yeah, we
$400
shouldn't be
to
giving
Sephora.
one student. Okay.
Okay.
How much are the iPads currently?
Well, I mean, the
We're just
Air
gonna get-
6 is $950 in Costco.
I believe we're gonna get like a regular iPad, no Air
No.
or mini or
iPad
Max.
10 is $699.
I'd say take out the Amazon, Best Buy, and Visa gift cards, and then like
Don't do Visa because
Those are the best ones, though.
okay.
no.
No.
But bookstore and dining hall is like two different.
Yeah.
Okay.
On campus.
So why don't we leave you with sorting out, including the iPad, and then send execs a final breakdown, considering that 3,000 is the cap. Right, I think she could do that right after this.
I can go to Costco.
2 iPads. I thought it was 1.
Yeah, it's true.
Because if you get 2, you're gonna significantly cut down on
It
how many
was-
gift cards you could
I
get.
mean,
We talked internally about 2. However, advertised said win an iPad.
Right.
So we could only put 1 iPad on there.
It's better to have different gifts than 2 of the
an
same
iPad
thing.
and an iPhone.
For
No.
dining dollars, we could look at getting a sponsorship from dining hall. And for bookstore, we could get a sponsorship from the bookstore.
Dining hall only. Bookstore.
And then AirPods, because that's what I put in the red post that I posted.
What'd you put?
I put win on iPad / Apple AirPods.
And then how about we do an AirPods Pro too, which is like 250.
Can we replace the Sony one with the AirPods Pro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yes, I don't know. Why are we doing Sony?
Come on. Whose idea was that? Sony violates the policy. No, like really.
So does Apple.
So does everyone. I mean, they have sweatshops in China.
Okay, so let's do the iPad for sure. What was that thing called? The Air Max?
AirPods.
No.
AirPods Max.
The one,
Yeah.
yeah,
AirPods
AirPods
Max.
yeah, that one. And then AirPods, yeah, Pro.
And split the
And
rest.
then everything else split it through gift cards, dining dollars, bookstore, and whatever other.
But
store.
what other gift cards are we talking? Like, in real?
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. Can
So for
also-
gift cards,
Yeah.
dining dollars, bookstore,
Tim
And then-
Hortons, because that's all over campus.
sure, Tim's.
Oh, but that's already covered in the dining dollars.
One thing.
Because like the one thing is, if we say dining dollars, no one can get annoyed at us about supporting a chain.
Yes, that's true.
So any other thoughts?
buy-
Best Buy? I think
Gift
someone
card,
mentioned that.
credit
Best Buy. PlayStation,
We should
but
have
that's very
PlayStation.
specific though. Some people don't play. Walmart? People go to Walmart?
Gift cards, I guess.
We have
Honestly, Walmart or any other grocery store card would be great.
Actually, Walmart should be good, no? Or is
Superstore.
it, or IPs don't
Superstore.
let us?
Superstore. is good.
Superstore would be a good one for food
Superstore is
security.
good.
Well, that's why I was saying Walmart, because
Walmart, we
Walmart is
can't
the
do.
closest to us.
What about Uber?
Also, like
Walmart is also like these guys.
we don't
We don't have a form. Do we have a form on this?
We don't have like a channel.
The,
Which one?
Yeah.
So the one that.
I'd like to say Superstore because like the
so Superstore
uh,
is fine and Walmart is not?
yes
Don't we hate Galen Weston?
like the brand
Thought that
there
was the consensus.
is a better cheap brand than Western Town.
Okay, I think a food option would be good because it addresses food security, but I don't know which of these are good for groceries.
TNT guys. We already used it.
Can't we do the one Nestor's Market?
So
yeah.
expensive though.
Yeah, that's why I said
Superstore.
That's why I said TNT because that's the other one.
But that's like on campus.
Superstore.
It's on the Surrey campus.
Loblaws. It works everywhere.
That's yeah.
So Superstore?
Yeah.
I
Sure,
think
Superstore.
Well,
To beach ball?
Yeah.
As a gift?
it was a smash hit last year.
Oh,
One was added as a joke between me, Ashley, and Abby.
interesting.
It was like
Okay.
$8 as well, and we had a whole bunch of like massive response in the chat.
Damn, well,
So,
do
like,
5 of them instead of 1 or 2 maybe.
5 beach balls.
Beer cart has gift card or something?
But think about the poster. Or think about the post. What does an iPad, Apple Air Max, AirPod Pros, 5 beach balls, and a Superstore gift card have in common?
They're expensive.
Very expensive.
Don't know before.
It's
Could we, I just realized all our big prizes are Apple. Could we switch out one of them to be something else?
We could put Galaxy Buds.
No, I don't want Sony either. But I just realized
what
they're
other
all
electronics
Apple.
would you use?
You can do it just Best Buy because they have like regular electronics.
Could we switch the Air Max to Beats?
Beats are also owned by Apple.
But well, it's still not
We should
an
switch
Apple
the Pros.
design.
We should switch the Pros to Beats.
Yes, let's do that. Beats have
Oh,
good.
Pros are better. Beats are not.
But then, so you really want all your top
Or
prizes
we-
to be from Apple?
Or switch out the Pros, get a speaker from JBL.
That works too.
Oh, so yeah,
Yeah.
JBL.
And I saw a good one at cost for like 200.
Yeah, switch the AirPods for for the speakers. And then I guess maybe work backwards, look at what those top three are gonna cost, and then split it out through the gift cards. And then I would say if there's ways, depending on how much you're spending on the gift cards, like one student shouldn't be getting like $200 for one gift card.
I think
So, like,
maximum
split
is
it
like
up.
70.
Maximum 50 per gift card.
Yeah, so yeah. Okay, I think we could move on or actually approve this motion now.
I gotta get reference today, yeah.
Don't put down the minutes, please.
Take that on the gift cards.
I thought he was gonna do that anyways. Supporting my advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna seek unanimous consent on this one. If you wish to dissent, please signify. Okay, I'll take that as unanimously carried. I think that is, oh no, we have a discussion item that was amended. No, there's no discussion.
We have
It's
lots
in
of them.
camera.
I think they're all in cam. Actually, no, I amended some.
Oh, AGM.
Yes, AGM updates, go ahead.
AGM updates. Guys, we're at just over 100 signees. We need 250 to hit quorum. So there's two things. One, a solid chance that we won't hit quorum.
Could we walk into classes next week and share this?
We can.
We can get one of the things that you wear. Before everything. That's all.
So right now I've got more posters to put out. I've got Navy P coming to do a video on how SSL works.
Mm-hmm.
Because last year that was a significant issue with people signing it.
Yeah.
Instructions can be sent out. Is there another email going out to students? On Monday, will it include the link in just the email itself? Sounds good there. We need to do a rehearsal, me, Emmanuel, and Simmer on the song. Other big pieces is really just like, we need to promote it, we need to tell everyone, we need people to be there for tabling. Need people to be sharing it on their stories, sharing it on their platforms, that kind of thing.
Use your Instagram takeovers as an opportunity to always plug the AGM, please.
Yep, you saw I had a video about my tabling there.
Tabling. That's what I'm saying. We need to be more engaged in the community. We need to go outreach students. So it would be great, like, if people could take time next week. I know some profs are nice enough, like if you go right before the class starts and introduce yourself to them and tell them you just need 2 minutes at the beginning, they're more than willing to let you speak to the class. The target is those massive AQ classes that has like 200 kids in it. If each exec could do like 3 of those next week, that would be great.
How many people have classes?
Like the massive AQ classes with the first year, second year, that have like 200 kids in the class, 150 kids. If each execs could make sure to go out to at least 3 of those big classes next week and just share with them at the beginning 2 minutes about the AGM, tell them it's in their email, and tell them about the big prizes.
I will get everyone a list of 5 or 6 emails to email professors. Those really big classes, for the most part.
There's some arts and social sciences.
There, some of the English classes, but
and then your
specifically,
personal classes too.
it's kind of painful, but like 8:30s,
Yes,
you go at 8:30.
Okay, maybe not your classes.
If we go at 8:30, we hit the entire first year math department, and that is a whole bunch of folks in arts, a whole bunch of people in business, everyone in science, and everyone in comp sci. Although some of them just skip.
Yeah, they do. First and second years.
First years,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
First, second years. Yeah. They go in the
first
classes.
semester, first year, they've had the first midterm, so like
They
probably a
failed,
little
so
lower.
they're trying to go to class now.
Quick point. Is it possible to have like whatever the marketing materials we have, like a few, like these are the gifts, this is what we're going to discuss in the AGM. This is
Right. That's
um,
that's gonna be marketing this week, or sorry, next week. Yeah, we're just telling Sam that I don't know why we didn't promote prizes. It's the first thing. No student cares about your bylaws, but if you tell them you have iPads and all these things, they're gonna show up to prizes.
yeah, no, I'm
You
asking if we have like a few of those points, we can give those out to the AVPs when they're doing what do you call it? Tabling. So that way they also have that available so they can talk about it, because otherwise they're just sitting there and people come up to them and nobody knows what the fuck is going on.
Yesterday we took a giant whiteboard and wrote "win an iPad" on it.
We could do that. Or we could even use our sandwich boards.
I've been trying to
Yeah, that
market
too.
based on policy integrity and wanting to know what your student society is doing. My bad.
I think you could do both.
I said, wait,
I think you could do both. But yeah, I think we need to let student know what they could also win too.
Side note, we also need volunteers from the other execs or counselors to help out there, so like timekeeping, raffle prize, like posting.
Yes, I saw the list you sent out to staff. Could we send that out to council as well?
Council is a different pitch list.
Okay.
So we'll need like in-person support for the viewing party, and then to host the raffle prizes and timekeeping.
Could you share those with Sam and have him send it out to council?
No, it was for me last. That's fine. He did. Get advice how to do it. Just you guys asking me sometimes this stuff in my actions after the last Tuesday. Can I ask you to handle the in-person watch party and getting folks to be there for it?
Could we also have staff have snacks for that, like Tim's and coffee and all?
Because that's the like really student engagement piece, student connectivity.
And I think that's a perfect place to get content. I think so, right? Wait. I think so, yeah. Okay. Okay.
know.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Um, Anything else on our end for AGM? Okay, I don't see anything else. I will move on to the next in-cam, which I believe was, what did I have an amendment on?
OC counselor, but Simmer isn't here.
Right, we moved that to in-cam.
Oh, I'm
Uh,
here.
No, we moved it to in-cam, so you're good. We're still in discussions. We're not in cam yet. I think I had a in cam. Sorry, I think I had a discussion. Did I have another discussion? Yes. Yeah, execs, please get in your work reports on time. Simmer has been generous in how much time she's letting us have with this. But please get in your work reports on time. Going forward, we'll be more strict on work reports. So if you're not getting your work reports in on time, you will be getting doxxed because of that. So just letting you know in advance. So yeah.
Yeah,
So
one of the main audit findings, well, not the main, but one of the big ones was that there was like a period of work reports that were just unfilled out. And I just want to mention they are legal documents. So like if anything comes back, we have to actually look at where you were at the time, what you were doing that week, who was responsible.
yeah. So please, and not only get them in, also properly fill them out. So please, I don't want to, I think this is the second time I'm having to talk about this. I don't want to have to talk about it again. So please, I've advised people the best way is to get it done as you go along, so you don't have to do all of it all at one time. Or set yourself an extra reminder, like 2 days out on your calendar or something. But yeah, that's what I wanted to touch on. Anything else, Simmer? On this one?
Oh, I was muted. No, everything's good.
Cool. Okay, I think that's all for XCam. I will bring us in camera. Be resolved to go in camera. Be resolved to go in camera for the remainder of the meeting. I need a seconder.
Second.
VP events seconds, seeking unanimous consent. Okay, I don't see any. That is carried unanimously. Thank you, staff. I think that's the last thing for today. So similarly, I'll just have Cindy pass on who seconds and all that. And yeah, thank you. I will go pause the recording. And you could do that now.
So who's looking at the